What in the butt? Hello friends and welcome back to ReddX, your source for the freshest daily cringe content anywhere on the internet. Promise swearsies it's just a fact and it's totally science. Go ahead and look it up. Today we're jumping into rSlash LegbeardStories. Yes, indeed. The Legbeard avalanche continues. It's Father's Day tomorrow, so I'm probably going to get a little something special for you guys. But I just wanted to squeeze one more Legbeard in here before we do all that. So today we've got the Goblin Queen, which is apparently about an OP that dated this Legbeard for over 2 years. So I expect that we'll be able to get something that is rather in-depth, you know? Definitely an unfortunate situation for OP, but we can always use the research around here. We'll try and turn it into something positive. Maybe we could all learn something today, or at the very least, we can provide ourselves with just a little bit of that tasty cringe. So, we will get some plugs and disclaimers out of the way like we do, and then we will dive right into some Legbeard cringe. The Goblin Queen Redux. This was originally posted by the OP and then he decided to rewrite it, so that's why it's a redux if you're wondering. Hey guys, I posted a Legbeard that I dated, but I wasn't satisfied with how I was approaching the tale. I don't even know why I explain it if the OP is gonna explain it like in the first sentence. God, I'm dumb. Okay, so I wanted to try something different. Shout out. You like that? Shout out to ReddX. Hey, I love the channel. And I look forward to seeing that YouTube notification. Oh my God, you hit the bell. That's the real MVP move, I'm gonna tell you that. The more people that click the bell, the more people that click on the notification, the farther YouTube pushes it out there. So I definitely appreciate that. Without further ado, I bring you the tale of the time that I dated the Goblin Queen for 2 long years. Cast, OP, your narrator, and boyfriend of the Goblin Queen. I was and still am an emo dork. I love all things sci-fi and horror, and have often been told that creativity is one of my strong points. I was a little cringy during this time. I had just graduated and had 0 life plans. I spent my days writing my novel, and I had to be available at specific times to answer my phone to talk to the Goblin Queen. And if I didn't, then she'd get upset and sometimes not speak to me until the next day. Oh, that good old silent treatment. We make them think that we don't like it. The Goblin Queen! OP's now ex-girlfriend and a total Legbeard. She didn't look like most Legbeards, meaning that she was really pretty. But it is the beard on the inside that counts. Visit Teespring, pick up the t-shirt. We don't have one for Legbeards, but I think it gets the point across. She dressed pretty alternatively, except she would often wear tutus over her skinny jeans, knee-high Converse, and an Asking Alexandria t-shirt that read, "Get on your knees!" She showered daily, but she always had like a faint scent of taxidermy. Ew. Which I assume came from the massive amount of taxidermied animals that her parents had. What? What does taxidermy smell like? Like a musty animal? Formaldehyde? What? Her personality is where the Legbeard part truly comes in. She was obsessed with anime and Doctor Who. That part's okay. She gatekeeped. Oh, that part's not okay. She talked crap about anyone that tried to be nice to her. Her opinion was the only one that mattered, and I was to treat her as a goddess. She's the Goblin Queen because of her obsession with the David Bowie film Labyrinth, and she would refer to herself as such. To be fair, it's a pretty good movie, but yeah, not worth creating a personality around, I guess. V is the Goblin Queen's mother. She was a bit of a Karen, and very posh in like a Southern American way. She was often harsh with the Goblin Queen, and I would often hear the Goblin Queen's complaints that included, "My mom is such a bitch. and "My parents hate me." They don't hate you. They're just trying to turn you into a normal, functional human being. It seems they failed despite their best efforts. McFlurry, the Goblin Queen's best friend and often the object of her affection. However, even though she was my friend as well, I was forbidden to talk to her, and doing so would often result in the Goblin Queen getting insanely angry and violent. Fergie, my arch nemesis and also my art teacher at high school. She had a love-hate relationship with the Goblin Queen, McFlurry, and I. She was also insanely obsessed with the Black Eyed Peas. Oh boy. I'm not gonna say that your music taste is basic, but I might think it real loud. I was the one who approached the Goblin Queen. I saw her on Facebook and thought, cute. She was completely normal seeming, at least at first. She seemed like a regular girl who liked to draw, and we liked a lot of the same things. We ended up dating for a few months until she kissed another guy. Well, that should be it right there. Goodbye. Cut the cord. It's all over. She would later tell me that she was forced. That's how kissing works. And little did I know that that wouldn't be the first lie of that type. Oh, OP. I guess you live and learn, you know? But yeah, once somebody shows you who they are, just believe them. Walk away, and none of this would have happened. I had just received a check for $10,000, which would allow me to be able to afford our high school's trip to Disney World. Dang. I had no idea at the time that the Goblin Queen was going, but she found out that I was, and she was not happy about it. She told people that she would kill me if I spoke to her. So I made the wise decision to just completely avoid her. My plan was compromised, however, when she messaged me, "Are you even going to talk to me on this trip?" I then made the less wise decision to reply, only if you want me to. I thought of myself as like a high charisma Fallout character, navigating the wasteland of my bad choices. Relatable. I haven't decided if that's truly accurate or not. Well, the Goblin Queen basically ends up stalking me, and after a near-death experience on the Tower of Terror, which is now Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. Bro, they took down the Tower of Terror? That's horrible. Now we've all discovered the true terror. Although, I do like Guardians of the Galaxy as well. I guess I can't be too mad. I found myself alone with the Goblin Queen. The TLDR is that we made up, and she would become my permanent partner for the rest of this trip. And apparently for the next couple of years. During the trip, we had lunch vouchers that could be used at specific restaurants. So we found ourselves at a restaurant in the Japan portion of Epcot. It was in this restaurant that the Goblin Queen and her 4 weeb friends cost me $700 in sushi. Bruh, not gonna happen. You fucking take me to Disney jail. I ain't paying for that sushi. We had asked 2 of the employees before we even ordered if they accepted the lunch vouchers, and they had told us yes. Long story short, they did not. It seems like the employees' fault. And between the 5 of us, we had racked up quite a bit of sushi. Especially me, considering it's my all-time favorite food. I understood the misunderstanding and thought the mistake was more on our end. It wasn't. And the place agreed to knock off the drink cost. Wow, so generous. Oh my god. We haven't even gotten to the Legbeard part. This is already a train wreck. I suggested that we all pay for our separate portions, and I was even gonna cover the Goblin Queen because I was smitten with her. But everyone else, except one person that I didn't even know, claimed that they did not have the money. My naive ass believed this for some reason, and ended up paying the bulk of the bill, and that one other girl paid like $100. Congratulations, OP, you played yourself. That sucks for real though. I would later find out that everyone at the table had almost as much money on them as I had. I had $3,000 in cash on me, and they had just lied about not having the money, including the Goblin Queen. As I said, I had planned to cover her for the meal, but I was annoyed that she lied, and I told her as much. She later tried to make it up to me by buying me a cheeseburger at McDonald's on the trip home. Yeah, thanks for buying me $700 of sushi. Here's something off the dollar menu. Go fuck yourself. Oh, God. I can't hardly stand it, man. This is going to be another OP that just ends up being frustratingly passive, I can tell. And while that's okay, you know, mostly because you're young, I hope you will forgive me for ribbing you just a little bit. It's all in good fun. When we got back from the trip, McFlurry didn't seem thrilled that the Goblin Queen and I were talking again, but I was starting to develop hella feelings for her. I knew that she was an acquired taste and abrasive, but I thought that she made up for that in other ways. I had decided to take things slow this time, and before I knew it, a month had passed, and I found myself on yet another field trip with the Goblin Queen. This time it was to an art museum. I'm personally quite into art. I paint abstracts, and I'm a huge Salvador Dali fan. And they had one of his pieces at the museum that we were visiting. She sat with me on the bus ride there, and we held hands and listened to music together. She was wearing an orange beanie that belonged to McFlurry, and without even really thinking, I took it from her, and I wore it. She got really distant and barely talked to me on the trip. On the way back, I tried to figure out what was wrong. OP, hey babe, are you okay? You barely spoke today. The Goblin Queen.
Like you care! Why don't you talk to McFlurry? He wore her hat all day!
I widened my eyes as she said that. I hadn't been wearing McFlurry's beanie because I was into McFlurry. I mean, sure, it smelled like her, and I noticed, and that was pretty rad. But I wasn't wearing it for that reason. OP, baby girl, you can't be serious. Come on. She just kept her head down, and I found myself in the wasteland of my bad choices once again. OP, why didn't we get back together? I thought it was pretty obvious that I was feeling you. The Goblin Queen.
For real?
I nodded, and this prompted her to attack my face like one of them face huggers from Alien. Our lips intertwined in what my dumbass thought was magic. Maybe this was heaven. Maybe this was hope. But my frolic with God was interrupted. Fergie. OP, you heathen! Get off of her! She's innocent! That's actually what Fergie sounds like in real life. OP, to be fair, she was on me. Come on, girl, jump in. Oh, come on. To a teacher? Charisma plus 75. Bullshittery plus 100. I failed that charisma check and would find myself written up the next day. I mean, obviously, but if it had worked, that would have been a hell of a story, right? And everyone at Penthouse Magazine would have clapped. Everyone in our circle had heard of the Goblin Queen and I, and even McFlurry seemed excited that we were a couple. But things would get weird almost as soon as it all began. The Goblin Queen messaged me late one night. The Goblin Queen.
Hey, love! I can't sleep. I have a question.
OP, what's up, babe? The Goblin Queen.
Can you take me to Wonderland?
What?
Can we make our own and pretend we're there?
OP, how am I supposed to do that? The Goblin Queen.
Let's think of a place together. It should be our future house. 2 stories with a spiral staircase. Grabs your hand and takes you up the stairs and lays on the California king bed.
Now we're getting some creepy asterisks mixed into this thing. All right, here we go. I thought the whole thing was strange, but I'm pretty open-minded. I thought it might just be fun to play pretend. OP, okay, lol, lays down beside you. The Goblin Queen.
If you ever left me, I swear I'll kill myself. You're like my own personal Peter Pan.
Oh, God. The cringe bomb, dude. I mean, they're young, but are they that young? Peter Pan and Disney World and shit? Whew, I don't know if I was ready for this brand of cringe today. OP. That sounds like hella huge shoes to fill. The Goblin Queen.
You already have.
Okay, now, I know all of that is a pretty huge red flag. Such a huge red flag that China would be jealous. But when love makes everything rose-colored, it's easy to dismiss things like gigantic red flags. The Wonderland stuff would consume all of our message interactions. It would even get to the point where she would roleplay being other people. And of course, I played along. Eventually, I just got kind of used to it, and it started to feel normal. But you know what they say? History repeats itself, and repeat itself it did. Duh. I'd find out almost a week later that the Goblin Queen had kissed someone else. And needless to say, I was livid. I went home and promptly messaged her. OP, yo, I heard about Alex. I'ma use his real name cause fuck that him, man. It seems like you're still pretty triggered about it, OP. How long ago was this? Let it go, bro. She ain't worth fighting for, I'ma tell you that much. But anyways, OP said, I'm done. I give you another chance, and you just poop all over me, like the last time. It's over. I'm sorry. Don't apologize. The hell are you sorry for? Ugh. The Goblin Queen.
What? What did I do? Talk to me, please don't.
But I knew it was a lie. I knew she had kissed Alex. I had let myself make the same mistake as the first time. I didn't respond, and she just kept blowing up my phone. I put my headphones in and started listening to Sum 41's Fat Lip. It's always been my cheer-up song. Oh, that's such a good song. All right, you just won some points back with me. When suddenly someone else messaged me. McFlurry.
Hey, my mom just went to the gym and I'm home alone. Wanna come over?
I knew all the implications of what she said, and I didn't care. I wanted all the consequences of such an implication, and I wanted revenge. What would you expect with a cut so small? I jumped in the shower, quickly cleaned myself, and shaved my ball sack. Maybe this was my fate. I was about to message McFlurry that I was on my way, but she'd messaged back. McFlurry.
You broke up with the Goblin Queen? She's messaging me and totally freaking out.
OP. Yeah, I found out she kissed Alex. McFlurry.
Oh, right. I'm sorry.
I started to think maybe I went after the wrong girl. McFlurry just got me. McFlurry.
Oh, fuck. My mom's coming home early.
My heart sank. I had gotten hyped up, but forever the flirt. I responded. OP. Damn. Next time you're home alone, let me know though. And then we can meet up and see if we click in every way. I'm sorry, dude. I'm not buying it. I don't think that line's ever gonna work. Not even on a high school chick. Holy hell. McFlurry.
I'm sorry. Do you think I invited you over to screw?
I panicked. Maybe I misread the situation. Maybe she meant a platonic hangout. Because girls totally risk sneaking a guy over just to chill, right? Before I could cultivate a response, another message. McFlurry.
But maybe...
I smiled and sat my phone down and went back to listening to my music. I zoned out for almost an hour until I had the nerve to check the messages that the Goblin Queen sent me. But I found myself checking what McFlurry had said first and was caught off guard. McFlurry.
Hey, I think you should forgive the Goblin Queen and give her another chance. I talked to her and she said it was a mistake.
Yeah, just keep making mistakes. I don't know.
She's really upset, and I just think you should talk to her.
I didn't answer, but I went to the Goblin Queen's messages. It was a lot of,
I'm sorry, I'm not good enough.
and
You don't have to worry about me anymore. I'm going to end it.
I was no longer mad at this point, just exhaustedly hurt. I really thought I loved the Goblin Queen. But what the hell had just happened with McFlurry? I knew I would have to address that sooner or later. McFlurry had sent me a few more messages explaining that she thought I should just stay with the Goblin Queen. And I found myself hopelessly in my personal wasteland, and I decided, screw it, whatever. And I messaged the Goblin Queen. OP, look, it hurts, but I'm pretty sure I care for you, so how about we forget about this? Don't! OP, what are you doing to yourself, man? I'm just not sure that I have the fortitude to get through all this. 2 years? 2 years of this? Oh, God! The Goblin Queen.
Really? I swear I love you, and I'm just a fuck up. I just didn't know if we were real. Takes your hand. Take me to Wonderland.
Oh, God. It never gets any easier. I played along. OP, hey, prom is coming up. Wanna go? Goblin Queen.
Oh, hell yes! Oh my God! I'm gonna tell my mom I need a dress. I'm really a princess, aren't I? Do you really forgive me?
OP, anything for you. Oh, I'm dry heaving over here. I really regret saying that. I didn't know that such a statement could have some extremely dire consequences. I never brought up the Alex situation again, and things seem to go back to being okay, but this is not where it ends, dear reader. The fun was just getting started. The shit show that would be prom was just over the horizon. I was still confused about what the hell had happened between McFlurry and I would soon find myself causing something much worse than the Goblin Queen. I'm going to continue all this in a part 2, but I'll indulge you guys for a little bit longer. I find telling this story to be almost therapeutic. Another month passes and I'm over at the Goblin Queen's. Her and her mom are excitedly discussing the details of prom, something that at this point was more for the Goblin Queen because I had absolutely no say in the matter. She decided on the colors that she wanted to wear, and I had to get a tux to accommodate what she wanted. I was still discussing all of that with the Goblin Queen and her mom when McFlurry messaged me. McFlurry.
Hey, I have a question, and I know it's gonna sound weird, but I know we're both in relationships, but I've thought about this, and I want you to take my virginity.
Yeah, I'm so sure. That's how this works, right? You always pick the first person that you want to bang it out with over Facebook and just send them a text message. My suspension of disbelief is just completely out the window with that. What the hell? But we continue on. I was speechless. I excused myself to the restroom and just read the message over and over. I had decided that I would say yes because, damn, I think I wanted to. I was somewhat honored. What an honor to get this information through a text message. I can't, dude. What is going on? I decided that I would answer when I wasn't at my girlfriend's house. And yeah, typing all of that makes me feel gross. I know it was wrong to agree, but sometimes emotions control us. Horny is an emotion. And we find ourselves in sticky situations. He. I left my phone to charge in the bathroom and soon forgot about it. Uh-oh. Until the Goblin Queen went to use the restroom. She came out holding my phone and was red with anger. OP, baby, what's up? You look upset. I knew, and yeah, I felt guilty. The Goblin Queen.
Did you see what that whore messaged you?
She was screaming, and her mom came and looked at the message. V, oh my god, what is wrong with her? The Goblin Queen.
Fuck you, OP!
She threw my phone at me and was shaking with anger. V, he didn't answer her. Be nice to him. He probably didn't know. Don't blame him. You know what kind of girl that McFlurry is. Bless her heart. The Goblin Queen.
Did you know? Were you going to say yes?
OP? What? No. I was lying, and yeah, I felt like shit. I felt bad because on the inside, I knew exactly what I was going to do. The Goblin Queen grabbed my phone and blocked McFlurry on everything. The Goblin Queen.
If you ever message her again, I will cut your goddamn throat! Do you understand?
OP? Yes, babe! I'm sorry. Please calm down. Holy God. I don't have the words. V. Hey, don't talk to him that way. He didn't do nothing. Boy, I sure felt like I had. The Goblin Queen picked up her own phone and messaged McFlurry, who explained that she meant to send the message to someone else. The Goblin Queen threatened McFlurry in a similar manner to how she threatened me, but she seemed to be okay with me at least. I went home and found that the Goblin Queen had already sent me a lengthy message about
how much she loved and trusted me,
and asked if we could
go to our wonderland.
I obliged and just laid there in my bed. But before I fell asleep, I unblocked McFlurry. I didn't message her, but I did unblock her. I felt like I'd done something horrendous, but like I said, this was barely the beginning. I would soon find out that the Goblin Queen was one of the worst people I would ever meet, and hearts were about to break. I mean, she revealed her true colors early on, OP, but you have some true colors that are shining through too, don't you? I was on a path that would result in my everything getting trashed. I felt like the bad guy at this moment, but things were about to happen that to this day make me wonder why I ever thought that I loved the Goblin Queen. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, sharing this story is very therapeutic, and while I do dread remembering some of the stuff to come, I just want to tell this story. The Goblin Queen may not have seemed very legbeardy in this part, but this is just the beginning. I was about to meet my ghost children. But that's part 2. So until then, peace out. I don't really know if I have the fortitude to get into part 2 tonight. I honestly think that if this story is true, it has been wildly embellished by the OP. And my level of sympathy dropped through the floor when he's like, yeah, I think I am gonna bang this other chick out. Like, that is absolute proof positive to me that you and the Goblin Queen probably do belong together. You know what I mean? You're both cheaters, both pretending to feel guilty, both lying to each other's faces. Like, one is just as bad as the other. Am I wrong? So yeah, I'm gonna give this a solid everybody sucks here. Oh no, wait, that's the wrong subreddit. Sorry. I don't know if you guys want me to continue on with this series. If you do, let me know in the comments. I am interested by the ghost children, but I'll have to wait a little while before my suspension of disbelief is reset. OP's got like this passive demeanor, shelling out $700 for sushi, but when the time comes, he's like brave enough to make a flirty comment and all that stuff, so I don't know, man. It seems mixed up. Money over bitches, that's all I'm saying. Always remember that. I don't know if I came at the OP too hard today. I don't know. Probably he'll watch this video and be like, well, I hate ReddX now. And if that's the case, I mean, okay. But I am intent on giving my first impression, and that is my honest first impression for this story. It seems pretty out there. But I do hope that you guys will let me know what you thought of the story in the comments. If you like to see more in the comments, Don't forget to like, subscribe, share the video around if you haven't. I definitely would appreciate that. We've also got a bunch of links in the description, and I hope you check those out as well. Those links do include my social media. We got Twitter, Discord, Facebook, oh, and my gorgeous, wonderful, beautiful, generous patrons. And I would like to thank them all, as always, but especially Robert Waits, TSM Kirby, Teddy the Police, Aaron W, Delicious Jelly Donut, Candy Sora, Fire Drake, Livison, Silent Revolver, Zathras, Zero MMX, Little Onwolf, Vanilla Mel, Rouse Dower, Aaron Lennox, Fisher Diggy, OG James Cook, JM Coon, Jerry, John Hero, KK, Miss Monday, Melgar the Destroyer, Mr. J, my boy Nat1 Nick, Lady Nix, Katakins and Elizabeth, Sidestep, Cider Drinker, Serrated Ash, Siegfried, Staples, Yeet, Synaptic Boomstick, Brilliant Tamago, Tato Fair, That Duck and Bug, Fusky, Redwind, Leon Embers, Naga Viper, John Indoors, A-Roxers, Cake Jerry, that's a different Jerry, Mark 211, maybe next time, Origami Cam, Princess Rosalie, Ghosty, The Last Shinobi, and the Maestro, Zuka Cervantes. Thank you guys all so very much for helping to support the channel. Absolutely huge to me. Obviously, if you could join these wonderful people with the monetary support on the Patreon, that is massive. Hugely appreciated. I thank you very, very much in advance. But if you can't right now, don't sweat it too hard, friends. I just appreciate you coming on through, hanging out with me, and I hope that you come on back and hang out with me again tomorrow, because really, the views is how my beard stays buttered. In order to join us again, you need to keep yourself safe out there. Wash your hands, but also take some time out and do something that you personally enjoy today. Maybe watching some more ReddX videos. Always remember, friends, that you are loved, you are worthy, and you definitely, definitely deserve it. I will see you in the next one, and until then, bye-bye.